Alphabet Soup starts now. The lights are out. We are underway at Ark-La-Tex. Alphabet Soup starts right now. Bill into one, and the top five go to the A. Right now, the 21G of the Texarkana racer, Paul Garrett, occupies that spot, but here comes 98. Mighty Mouse to the inside for the final transfer spot into turn number 3.
Chance Morris showing the way here in E-main number 1. Tracy Corp down on his inside.
Yeah, first caution flag of the night on the front straightaway. We got 2 together. Alan Poindexter to Vivian of the 4D. 4th overall driver after last night out of 147. As we go back green here, Bill Kitchen with Morris out of Dallas, Texas, your leader.
Yeah, Dustin Hampton, our new second place runner there in the 2F car. His dad is a Cajun Classic champion.
Yeah, that can
Garrett making a nice move, trying to get himself up in the 4th spot here. He's trying to hold off the 99 car.
Gary Lipscomb, a former 4th place finisher in the Cajun Cruiser Classic, Bill Kitchen. And he is trying to get into the show and play some Alphabet Soup. They're going to go side by side here for the 4th spot, off the 2 down the back straightaway.
He started dead last in this race. He's moving up through the field.
And the more they get racing side by side, it's going to open the door for Mighty Mouse and the 98 Mauser. That car used to be driven by John Bates back at the old Champion Park days. Used to be the OS car. That car was driven back in the year 2000. That is a 16-year-old race car. The 98 car is. Look out, Mighty Mouse down the back straightaway. Gary Lipscomb, unfortunately, his Cajun Classic just came to an abrupt end off of 2. Lipscomb in 99 headed to the Heartbreak Hotel. Stack ready to go back green flag racing here, and on the loud pedal is your leader out of Dallas, Texas, Chance Morris, heading into 1. Chance leads the herd into 1 and 2. Dustin Hampton in 2nd and 2M. The Marshall Texan, Tracy Corp to his inside, and boy, I'll tell you what, Bill, Tracy Corp has really stepped his game up as well. Come a long way as we're winding the laps down here in E-feature number 1 of the night.
Got some fans, too.
Look out, Mauser.
On the front end of that 98 car caused that, I believe.
A good job by him.
Something broke in the steering on Jacob Mauser's car.
That was interesting. Factory stock racing here, E-feature number 1 with 6 in the book, 6 to go, Bill Kitchen, as the green flag comes back out here. The Chance Morris, your leader.
Yeah, Stephen Harris suddenly back in the picture now in that 6 car. He was one of our earlier caution flags. He's 1 spot behind Garrett there. Paul Garrett, the 21G, trying to take that 5th and final transfer away with 5 to go.
So Morris has about a 5-car length advantage over the Marshall, Texas racer, the son of the former Cajun Classic winner, Darrell Hampton. It's Dustin Hampton, who's won his share here in Vivian over the years. His most recent win, though, 2010. Hampton.
Not so recent.
Nope, has not raced, though, Bill, as you know.
That's right.
Yep.
They take a little break from it, but he's got behind the wheel of Evan Moore's 2M.
Always seems to find a big ride when the big money's on the line, and you can understand why. He always seems to rise to the occasion. He's one of those cream of the crop drivers. As Morris has led every lap of this affair as it is winding down. Should be 2 to go the next time by. 2.5 laps to go when he reaches the midpoint of the back straightaway, and he does. 2M of Hampton still right 2nd. Corp, everybody just rim riding the top shelf of the Ark-La-Tex Speedway right now. But it'll move around. You'll get the limiteds out there, and they'll test that bottom, and that moisture will get kicked up to the top side and get rolled in, and this racetrack will be just fine. Mother Nature throwing a pretty wild curveball last night, but nonetheless, we saw some great racing as the white flag is out the final time for Morris. Your winner goes to the 6 at Chance Morris in the Smacker chassis. 2nd goes to the 2 of the Marshall Texan, Dustin Hampton.
Battle for for the 4th spot. Royce Jones down on the inside. Jonathan Scott outside. Adam Roy right there at 6th. Roy battling for that 5th and final transfer spot, and also has his eyes on the 4th position of Cody Futrell there in the 71, and Roy gets both of them. So Roy now up to 4th. So Scott and Futrell battling for 5th, and here comes Nation and Blanchard right there with them. So good battle for transfer in this one. Caution on the speedway. Side by side for 5th now, Nation taking it away from Futrell. Roy now going to the outside of Ensign. Adam Roy taking over the 3rd spot.
The 2013 track champion, James Thompson, continues to lead in 85 and looking for the slight job through 3 and 4. Is Dustin Nation. Can't get the job done. Cleve Henson fills it. Trying to rattle his cage. They may make some contact into 1. Adam Roy's got it working up top now. Adam Roy go to
Roy side by side for 2nd. Now he puts Jones away. Take over the runner-up position. Roy on the move. Nation now looking for that 4th spot, trying to get 4th away from Ensign. As we're halfway, 6 down, 6 to go. Dustin Nation, Cleve Henson having a real good race there for that 4th spot. They're both in the
question is, can Adam Roy reel in the 85 of James Thompson? Look at this, Bill.
James Thompson.
Look. Boy, Adam Roy just made a power move on the outside of Ark-La-Tex, and see you later, James Thompson. Looks like the kinks that were in the 2 car have been unkinked, if you will. Like they got the bugs worked out and all the gorillas.
Well, you know, James Thompson's no slouch either. Here he is in the E-Main, but they're both of those cars looking pretty good. Royce Jones not bad. 3rd. Cleve Henson and Dustin Nation have a lot of fun if they don't bump each other here.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they don't wreck each other out of this race, they've come very close to disaster several times. Nation is giving Cleve Henson all he's worth here. Nation in the 5th and final spot as the white flag comes out this time by for your leader of the 2 in the deuce, Adam Roy from Red Lick, Texas. A push that time by JT opens up the door for Roy to separate himself by 2.5 car lengths. They approach turn number 3 for the final time.
Here they come off turn 4. Checkers for Adam Roy. Thompson will get 2nd. Royce Jones.
Yeah, but he's got a long way to go here in alphabet soup. 12 laps, top 5 go to the A. Here we go. Or top 5 go to the D. Sorry, here we go. Clark trying to make it 3 wide here in the 1 and 2 on the opening lap, and they nearly go 4 different lanes wide. Off the exit of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. They're 1 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 1 into turn number 3. And the Z17 right there. Clark makes some contact off of 4 with the 15 of Jason Lang. Clark says, I'll take no prisoners right now. He'll throw another people's elbow in the 1 and 2, and he's up to the 5th and final transfer spot, but Jason Lang is about to try to catch the 20 and return the favor. Into turn number 3. Clark occupies the 5th and final transfer spot with the crosshairs down to the back of the deck lid. Well, he gave James Flores a shot in the shorts on the front boulevard here, and he'll take a peek to the inside of the 45. Flores opens up the door. Clark will go by and go to 4th. Down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. Clark up to 4th now. But your leader, Cruising up front in the form of Brian Mebern, the two-time runner-up in this event. Finished second here to his nephew, Justin Whitehead. David Dowler from Elysian Fields holding on to the second spot, respectively. Clark's 20 car working very well. Had to put a new rear end underneath it today.
Well, James Flory's going to have his hands full in a minute. Here comes that lane car. Oh, boy, he got crossed up for a second.
Ralph Hart here in the 17.
Well, that little squirrely move there that Lang had opened up some room for James Flory to hang on to fifth.
That's actually the Z17. That's Robbie Hickman, the Marshall racer, who's driving, should be the Z17. As Clark trying to pressure for the third spot off of 2 down the back straightaway. Mebern is gone with the win.
Here comes Clinton Shirtlift now trying to get into the challenge for a transfer spot.
Clark trying to take third away. He'll put it to the inside. That's the best battle of the racetrack. Door to door here, Bill. Down the back chute. Oh, Jason Game is doing a great job holding off the 20 of Jared Clark. Jared Clark, the best finish of the 9th here in the 2012 running of the Cajun Cruiser Classic. On 2 nights after he flipped on practice night.
Here comes Shirtlift to the inside of Flory's now, battle for transfer.
Every position very important, Bill. Every position that you can pick up very important, and I believe Jared Clark knows that right now. He's trying to get that. Oh! And around goes for Romain here, and they go 3 wide for second on the restart. Look out. The 20 tries to keep it glued right there, but here comes Lang in the 15. Going to power to the outside of the 20 of Jared Clark as they go door to door for 4th down the back straightaway. Every position matters. They're 3 wide for 4th as Lang pushes once again. And Clark will capitalize and slide up in front into 1. Game is still in the 3rd spot. Seconds of 72 of David Dowler. Mebern still way up front in command with 2 to go this time by. Clark just cannot seem to find a way around the 94 XX of Gamus. He's worked all over him. He's knocked on the back door like a trick-or-treater with a sweet tooth. The Halloween's just a few weeks away. Gamus ain't got no candy right now to offer the 20. The 20's throwing all the candy corn he's got at him. This time by through 3 and 4, it'll be the final time. We'll see a face full of checkered flag and the Punisher Chassis 97. It'll be Brian Mebern from Texarkana, your winner. Second goes in the 72 of David Dowler. Jason Gamus, Karnak, Texas, in the 11. The lights are out. We go green for 12 more circuits here at Vivian. With the top 5 going to another D feature. One of the 2 Ds down the back straightaway. It's tighter than the top string on a Texas fiddle right now in the 3. They're 2 by 2 by 2 by 3 wide into turn number 3. Oh, look out. Contact off of 4. It almost got nasty. Barry in the 0-2. Oh, my goodness gracious. Getting railroaded. The 98 looked like he lost brakes. Oh, my. 4 with 1 in the books, 11 to go here at Ark-La-Tex. We're back underway. Look out, Chad Callender. That's about to get nasty. Oh, my goodness. So we've had 2 0-2 cars in this race, and both of them have been wrecked out and been smushed into the wall, and Dolezak just lost it in front of the field. But he does a 360 and keeps it rolling. Send him to promoter school. Go ahead and send him. Well, he does a better 360 than... We got a battle for the race lead through 3 and 4, shaping up Warren to the inside of the 5 of Lopez. Shreveport versus Princeton, Louisiana in this one. In the 1, Warren in his Outlaw Chassis 62X is hammering that cushion with reckless abandon, and he got a big run off the exit of turn number 2. And then turn number 3, he's going to put the pressure all over the 5 of the Princeton Razor, Paul Lopez. As 4 are in the books, 8 remain here at Ark-La-Tex, and he feature number 4. And Derek Lewis is racing as close as he possibly can right now at the tail here. Cottle trying to get into the A, or trying to come through at E. Charlie Crudoff in the 1C. Unfortunately, I said it was Calendar a moment ago, but this is indeed Charlie Crudoff, the inaugural Pelican 100 champion. As here comes Warren for the race lead. He's got a big run off the exit of turn number 2. He gives him a shot in the shorts into 3. Hello, Paul Lopez. Says, hey, Josh, how you doing? Josh says, hey, I'm doing good. I'm trying to get around you. Warren has got the best car on the racetrack right now. There's no doubt about it. Out the 2 down the back straightaway. And here comes BJ Cook going side by side. A great battle there for the 4th spot. Into the inside for the slide job, and he's got the clearance he's looking for. What a move by Josh Warren for the Shreveport native, and the caution is out. I don't know if it's going to matter. Warren has got a bad, fast outlaw race car right now, and we'll see if he's going to put it back to the test. He'll scream into 1 with Holt to his inside. Timothy Holt with the best engine power underneath the hood of his 42 machine, and here comes Warren. Will you get another slide job for the race lead here momentarily? They are tighter than the top string on the Texas fill, and around goes the 98 of Derek Lewis again. They are nose to tail all the way back to the final transfer spot. Warren going to go high side hustling. Lopez took a different line around the speedway that time and opens up the door for a big run off the exit of 2 into turn number 3 for the Z2X. Here comes the slide job. In the 3, slide. Nope. He'll hit the brakes and show some respect and sportsmanship and gives him the room he's looking for. Lopez still your leader. Boy, it's a close one right now here for the top spot. And E feature number 4 of the night here for the 12th annual Cajun Classic. And down the back straightaway, Josh Warren now side by side for the race lead. It's the first time he's even the way with the 5 of Lopez to his inside. As they approach the corner of 3 and off of 4, Lopez still in command at 5. Lopez, but here comes Warren. He'll dive it to the bottom. Look out, Josh. Josh nearly lost it and pushed up the racetrack and took them both out. He saved the race car, but he allows the 42 of Timothy Holt to take advantage and go by to second. So Josh Warren will go back to 3rd with 2 laps to go this time by. And Timothy Holt says, you know what? I think I have something for the race lead. But Josh Warren says, this deal is not over yet, and I'm not going to give it away that quick. Josh Warren going to power to the outside of the 42. It's 62 and 42 going at it. They're 3 different lanes wide for the race lead, boys. Gene Border prepared a beautiful racetrack here in Vivian. At the flag stand on the final lap, the 5 of Lopez is your leader. Into 1. Oh, a little bit of slight contact there with the McLeod Texan. Timothy Holt, the 42, and the 5 of Princeton's Paul Lopez. The final time in the 3. Will Warren make a dive bomb move? He'll drive it in deep to the top side of turn number 3 and make some contact, drag racing to the checkers. Lopez is going to win it by a half of a car length. What a race. Or 03F inside of 3. Lauren Cromer in the 10. Lauren Cromer getting the win at Timberline last month. Outside is Hunter Atkins in the B6, the young man, only 12 years old. 4th row to the inside. Brittany Shereen, your Louisiana State dirt track champion of the Triple X Rocket. Outside of the Gage Campbell's in the 7C, and Chris Perkins run out of the field in the 82. And the 12-year-old's going to go to the lead into 1. He's got a future in this sport. Hunter Atkins to the point, and I'll tell you what, the lady in the field, Brittany Shereen, who's really come a long way in her racing program. And Brittany hasn't even raced more than, I don't think, 7 times yet total in her career. But she's really getting the feel for this stuff. Hasn't raced here in Vivian much, but she's up to the 2nd spot. Like I said, won the Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship at Boot Hill several weeks ago. But Hunter Atkins, the young man who's dominated his competition over in Corley, is leading the way here in Vivian tonight by a half a straightaway advantage over Brittany Shereen. Rambo holds on to the 3rd spot. The 32 trying to make a big charge, 2, 3, and 4. There's the 82 of Chris Perkins. Perkins in the 4th spot. The 17 of James Martin rounds out your top 5 as we wind down the last with 3 to go this time by for your leader to the B6, Hunter Atkins from Farmerville, Louisiana. Well, one of them's hitting the chip. Hunter Atkins is gone with the win. He's already got the keys on the counter of the Holiday Inn. He's checking out. So something happening to Brittany Shireen's Triple X machine, unfortunately, the WW Timber Triple X rocket. Look out, Brittany! Oh, that was close. Thank goodness that wasn't harder contact there. Brittany was just trying to get out of harm's way and head to the pit area. And the 17 just trying to get by unscathed. James Martin had a little bit of contact there. As the white flag's already been displayed, getting a face full of checkered flag, this time by Hunter Atkins. Going to be your 4-cylinder heat race #1 winner. Timberline a month and a half ago outside. It'll be Chris Collier in the 14, Donnie Silveria in the no cent. So Donnie Silveria getting himself a 4-cylinder. That's interesting. Ashton Owens, she's in car 5. Matthew Kidd rounds out the field in 5B. They're door-to-door for the race lead. Brewer and Frank side by side for the race lead through 3 and 4 in this 8-lap affair. Off of 4, who's going to lead lap #1? Patrick Franksville in 50. Franks leads lap #1 in 50, but Eddie Brewer trying to give it all he's got. Lost some power there off the exit of turn #2, and the 50 of Frank separates himself by 4 car lengths into 3. And off of 4, he's got the race lead comfortably in hand now in 50. That BC looks beat up. Well, I'll tell you why. That car tumbled off the exit of turn #2 over at Timberline a while back, and I thought that car was extinct. I thought it had been totaled. That car barrel rolled off of turn #2. Good to see Brewer's got it back together. He's out here at least having some fun tonight, holding on to 3rd. Collier up to the 4th spot in 14. Logan Griffin giving it a heck there in the 17 to his outside off the exit of 2. Griffin got a big run, and he'll take over the 4th spot. And he's got the no cent machine of Donnie Silveria in tow. With 4 in the books, 4 laps to go. More factory stock action headed your direction right after this one. Factory stock D feature #1 headed your way here in just a few moments, concluding these final 3 circuits of your 4-cylinder main event. Factory stock D feature #1. Patrick Frank still your leader in 50 off of 4, sees the white flag this time by. Final time down the back straightaway, approaching turn #3. He'll do it. He'll lead every lap of this one. The 50 goes the Texarkana racer Patrick Franks, your winner in 50. Top 10 race fans go to the C's. The top 10 go to the C's. Here we go. Lights are out in C feature, or D feature, #1 of the night. 18 laps in distance, and the top 10 will transfer on to tonight's C feature event. Off 2, down the back straightaway, your leaders, the sheet metal shop 1D of Activist Racer, Dale Edwards, Tim Quanch in tow, the former TMS World Dirt Track champ, Mike Marusak, former 3rd place finisher, rides in the 3rd spot right here in this D main off of 4 with lap 1 complete with Daryl Edwards, your leader, Tim Quanch. Stalking his tire tracks off of 2. Here comes Quanch for the race lead. Tim Quanch trying to find the outmost part of the Ark-La-Tex Speedway. And here he comes. Quanch in 55. He can't find it. As Edwards slams the door shut. And that car kind of loose there off the exit of the corner. But Quanch going to take over the race lead. The flag's in at 55. He's got it. Tim Quanch, the 2010 Limited Modified TMS World Dirt Track Championship winner of the Texas Motor Speedway Dirt Track in Justin, Texas, takes over the top spot in 55. He had a very good run at the Longhorn Classic at Billy and Kim White's Timberline. Oh, and Daryl Edwards lost it right in front of the field, and he saved it. Gas on it, Daryl. Get back on the loud pedal. And he shows some sportsmanship, trying to get back in line, though. He knows he's just got to stay in the top 10, but he does not want to drop out. That car is good. It's been fast all weekend long. Just a little bit of a bobble on a mistake right there, and he loses 4 spots, wholesale positions, as Marusak inherits 2nd. 3rd, Strain in 04. Little John Tuggle up to 4th. In 5th, it's Vic Jr. 6th is the 1D of Edwards. 7th, Smooth Waters. And the 8th spot is Casey Shields. 9th, there it is, some contact there. The 3, oh man, there's contact all over it right there for transfer, and he's going to loop it right in front of the field almost. Or not. A nice move by Vic Case, getting around Ricky Burke Jr. Oh my goodness, you got a Walmart and a Target parking lot in the 1 and 2. It's a crown jewel, the lights are out, we're back underway. Tim Klontz leads the herd into 1 and 2, the Quinlan Texan, and here comes Vic Jr. Doug Vic Jr. coming to the front in 4. Vic Jr. trying to fit it to the outside of the 0-4. Here comes the 4-0-4. He'll give him just enough real estate there to let the 4 squeeze in, and he is pushing him down the front straightaway. Stormy in the passenger seat. Little John all over the back deck lid, and Vic Jr. got a big run to the inside for 3rd, down the back straightaway off the exit of the 2, approaching turn number 3 to the inside for the 3rd spot. Marustak still second, trying to pressure Tim Klontz for the race lead. He'll try it to his inside as well. This racetrack is heating up. The racetrack is getting good. Those limited modifieds are going to get out here, and they're going to widen it out even more, and it's going to get better. Down the back straightaway, Marustak still occupies the 2nd spot over the 0-4 strain of the 4 of Vic Jr. Vic Jr. is coming. And around goes Court. That was close. Kyle Wilkins nearly T-boned into the caution's out. Ball game in the 2nd. 10 to go here in Vivian with 8 in the books. Let's see if Vic Jr.'s got something for the race lead. Vic Jr. is going to throw the fastball to the bottom of 1 and 2 and go 3 wide. Tim Klontz has problems. Tim Klontz goes to the Heartbreak Hotel in 55. His Cajun Classic is done. Unless he gets into the lucky draw bid, Tim Klontz in 55 is done for the night. Edwards and Little John Tuggle door to door. That's close, racing side by side off the exit of turn number 4. A pair of 1s. Well, the 1D and the 175, the battle for the 4th spot right here off the exit of turn number 2, headed down the back straightaway. Edwards will fade back to 5th, 6th. Here comes Adam Roy, the 2014 champion of this event, trying to get around smooth waters, but smooth is looking smooth. Remember, race fans, the top 10 go to the D, or to the C feature. Marustak's your leader. Over the 4 of Vic Jr. Vic Jr. is going to throw a fastball to the bottom of 1 and 2 once again. He'll pull it to the inside and say hello, and it's Texas. And he'll pull away from the Vivian, Louisiana racer, the 5-time track champion winner here in Vivian, and one of the all-time winningest racers here in the history of this racetrack. He'll drop it back to the bottom off of 4 at car 4. Vic Jr. all over the race lead. Vic Jr. finding his niche, and here he comes, throwing another one to the bottom, to the inside of the 45 of Marustak. Marustak says, I've seen this before. Marustak knows what's at stake tonight. Every position on the speedway counts. And he's going to try to hold on from the best in the business to ever do it here in factory stock racing, the most consistent driver in the history of this event here in Vivian. So he leads. Marustak over the 4, Vic Jr.'s 3rd string. 4th is Little John Tuggle. 5th is the 1D of Edwards. 6th is Adam Roy, who's come all the way from dead last out of an E. Could he go all the way alphabet soup tonight? 7th is Smooth. Oh, and we got trouble around in 3 and 4. Around goes the 3S of MJ. Will he keep it rolling? I don't know. The caution may come out. And the caution is out. A green-white checker. Can Vic Jr. get the race lead? The lights are out. Here we go. We're backing away. Down the front boulevard we go, backing away. We got hard contact and major problems. Vic Jr.'s in it. Oh my. Boy, you know he ate his Camels today. The lights are out. We're back underway. We're 4 to go. Back on the way, heading into 1 and 2. Little John Tuggle holds on to 2nd. Darrell Edwards in 3rd. Adam Roy up to 4th. They got around Smooth Waters there. Smooth back to 5th. Casey Shields back to 6th. Here comes James Thompson. Josh Daughtery in the mix. Right now, I believe Tracy Corp's in the 10th and final spot. Corp in the 10 and the 10th and final spot. James Thompson, Kyle Wilkins, and the 34 of Daughtery. We're looking to go 3 wide. That's the best battle on the racetrack right now. Back there with Shields, the 85 of Thompson, the 34 of Daughtery. Off of 4. Shaver comes around out the exit of 4, but he keeps it going. No harm, no foul. We're green. We're clean and green. Edwards trying to pressure Little John Tuggle for the second spot. Can't get the... James Thompson diving it to the bottom in the 3 and 4 to the inside of Daughtery. So Court still in the 10th and final transfer spot. The white flag out this time by the final trip around this quarter-mile speed plan here in Vivian in your first D feature of the night. Oh, and tough break for Smooth. Smooth Waters is going to miss the A-main on the last lap. Oh my goodness gracious. Shields 7th, Kyle Wilkins 8th. Corpse 9th now, Flying Freddie Blanchard. And the 94 Dustin Nation will battle it out for the 10th and final transfer spot, but every position on the speedway matters and counts right now. Getting down to it, coming to this time by will be the white flag out for Mike Marusak out of Ennis, Texas. Tuttle and Roy are going at it for the third spot into 1 and 2. JT drops it to the bottom of the river into 1 and 2 in the 85 as well. The battle for the 10th and final transfer spot. Here we go. And Corp drove it into the downtown Dallas, Texas. Your winner goes to the Ennis, Texan Mike Marusak. Oh my. 3 and 4, 18 laps. The top 10 go to the A race fans. Here we go. Heading into 1 for the first time. Look at this hurt. Oh, the 17's broke a Brandon Ball. Well, it looked like he broke. It bottled the fill up momentarily. Not sure if the car jumped out of gear. That was kind of odd. So off of 4, leading lap number 1 goes with the new Boston Texan, Skeet Anderson, who has won here on the slick, on these asphalt slick pull-off tires. Back, of course, when he was racing into the Pro Mod division, and he won 7 of those in his career. They're about to bottle him up here at the tail of the field. Anderson comfortably with a lead here in the F5 off of 4. Over the 21 of Jimmy Gore. Gore holds on to second. Over Woodruff in Nashville, Arkansas. Smitherman in the 4th spot. 3 wide, back for 5th. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Jerry Jones gets split by the 23 of the 2010 champion of the Cajun Classic. Mark Simon from Buffalo, Missouri, the 17 of the Freight Train. From Farmerville, here comes B-Ball. B-Ball in 17. An AV Performance, Bubba Green towing number 17, trying to work its way to the front. And they're 3 wide mid-pack. Look at this. Jason Gore out of Belton, Texas, the L2 of P-Row. The 18 of Jerry Jones is going backwards now. That car was good last night. Not so much here in this one as he started from the outside front row, and he is going backwards, ladies and gentlemen. Something not right with the 18, and he's getting some contact here on the front straightaway with a 5 of Lopez, and that may stack the whole field up here momentarily. Jared Clark, Delafield got in there hot and heavy as him and Bowden were going door to door. Off of 4, Amazon still your leader though with 7 in the books this time by. I'm sorry, 5 in the books. 3 wide on the front straightaway. Lopez gets squeezed. Lopez is squeezed. Look out, the 101 nearly got in there a little too hot and heavy. Boy, Jared Clark got the Walmart special there at the tail. He got 3 for the price of 1. Off of 4, Amazon leads Gore. Smitherman in 96 is 3rd. In 4th, it's the 2 of Woodruff. 5th, it's the 23 of Mark Simon. 6th is the 17. And the caution is out. Get their spots back. That's the name of the game. That's how this sport works. 6 in, 12 to go. We're back underway. Back underway here in Vivian. A bobble by the 17. Mid-pack there by Ball. Amazon still leads. Off of 2, down the back straightaway. Into 3, they're 3 wide, 4 wide, off of 4. They were 4 wide that last time, off of turn number 4, and into 1 and 2. Jared Clark going 3 wide here, mid having a 101. Oh, here we got clipped, good save by Greg Atwood. A great race back here towards the tail, but a great race back here for near transfer as well. It's heating up. Up front, we got Bob Anderson, your leader. The 97 still occupies the 10th and final transfer spot. It's all flying Brian Niebuhr. In the 10th and final spot, 3 wide down the back straightaway with the 20 Clark, the 18 of Jones, and the 5 of Lopez. Hero just lost it right in front of the 20. keep going. They all keep going, and the caution does not come out on the racetrack. And that'll keep them going. And that may have been transfer spot as we go back green here at Vivian. Here we go. Look out down the front straightaway trying to bottle them up. Look at this. Oh, and around goes your leader, Skeet Amundsen, right in front of the field. And a great job by several drivers to avoid a disaster, but oh my goodness. Off before we're back on our way here in Vivian with 7 to go. Jarrett Clark in the 10th and final transfer spot in 20. Jarrett Clark in the 10th and final transfer spot down the back straightaway. And he'll try to hold off the 94 XX so he could not get around earlier in the E feature event. But here in the D, John hunting on the 11 up Bowden into 1. Winding down the laps here. Next time by it'll be 5 laps to go here in Vivian. Jarrett Clark in the 10th and final transfer spot. Just in front of him, they're side by side. Look out. Josh Martin just got in there a little hot and heavy and nearly wiped out the 11 of Bowden, and Bowden don't appreciate it. Travis Bowden about drove him down the front straightaway. Jarrett Clark all over the back decklet of the 11 as that's the final car on, or the car on the bubble is Jarrett Clark in the 20. And they're closing in on him. As the Triple C can't seem to clear him, and the left front is broke for Clark. You can see it. The left front is broke. Looks like the left front is broke on the 20 of Clark's car, and he's got the on the 10th and final transfer spot with 3 to go, and he can't steer the car, and he's done. Oh my goodness gracious. My goodness gracious. Jarrett Clark's Heartbreak Hotel continues here for the 12th annual Cajun Classic. I hate it for my big brother. I really do. I hate it for him, man. He cannot catch a break. He had all the brakes go his way tonight. He ends up with a front left flat tire here. And that'll be it. The white flag's out. Tough break for you, big bro. Trace Smitherman. Call it bias. I don't care. Whatever you want. I know how much heartache you went through in this sport in the last year. You love the sport just as much as I do. I know I love this sport. But hey, that's going to open up the door for Paul Lopez to go to the A main. And here when it goes to Trace Smitherman from Mansfield, Texas in 96. Josh Martin gets the 10th and final spot. Larry Bell on the pole, Pro Mod Heat Race number 1 of the night. And the Napa Treadaway's 49J. Nolan outside of the 39, inside of 2's the 95 of Gene Gibson, outside the 2 of Evan Moore, Wayne Barnes, and 60 of the 16 is Jason Beasley, who's already going to the race lead. Beasley from worst to first on the opening circuit in this 8-lap affair. He's got the top spot in 16 off of 4. Beasley continues to lead off the exit of number 4. Car number 16 outside of Jeff Beasley over the 39 of Randy Nolan. Larry Bell having a good run, rolling in the 3rd spot. The Bills towing in recovery. Napa Auto Parts 49J.
Darlin rounding out the field. Here we go. Fate has to go to the rear. Randy Darlin, Trent Humphrey in row 2 here. We are Green Flag Racing. David Blackburn's in the berm. Heads up, everybody. With about a 5-car length lead now on Trent Humphrey. 5 laps to go. Doug Fick Jr. with a good run tonight. Ronnie Hildebrandt's H4 car. 2 laps to go. Uh-oh, round goes Cameron Payne again. He's going to keep it going. Hopefully. Hopefully. No. Getting racy there. Battle for second, the 33 car. As they take the white flag, we got 2 runner-up. Humphrey and Darlin still battling it out for that runner-up spot. Tucker's coming out this time by. Humphrey trying to retake it on the outside. Darlin fighting back to the inside. Ooh, Trent Humphrey. Trent Humphrey got the runner-up spot, but unfortunately he got a whole lot of front stretch wall at the same time. Shields, the 85 is James Thompson. 34 junior Josh Doherty. The 94 Dustin Nation. The 10 of Brian Shaver. And the 2M Dustin Hampton. 18 laps we're going. Top 10 cars are going to a B-main. Here we go. Well, it's some tight racing corners at the front of this one. They're all scrambled up 5 wide. Holy cow, look out, Jeff Lewis. Look out, everybody. Lou Lyles on his outside. And right in front of the field comes the 20-car section. Sexton trying to stay on that lead lap, I assume. Brandon Brown comes out, he's 1 lap down. The race leader is Dustin Young, TJ Evans. TJ Evans running in the second spot. Lou Lyles, Hayes, Herring, Hollingsworth, Lewis battling side by side there. Hollingsworth and Lewis are at 7th and 8th. Tuggle is 9th. The man on the bubble, Daryl Edwards, running in that 10th position. Edwards running 10th. Ryan Carver, high rod problem on the 140 car. Carver to the infield, he's out. Section on the tail end of the lead lap. Dustin Young, the second place car, or second car in line, is your race leader. Sexton came on the racetrack right in front of our leaders that were taking green. He's at the tail end of the field. Jared Herring trying to pass Pete Rasco to get into that top 5, and now he's up beside Kane. Herring getting some fight in the middle of the racetrack.
Here's battle off of 4.
Ken Hollingsworth falling out of the top 10. Now the car.
Dean Rasco and Jared Herring are going at it, and they make a little bit of contact in the 3.
Back up to speed now in the 100 car. Mike Marusak, now the 10th place car. Marusak trying to move up another alphabet here. Another letter. Trying to get into a B-main. They are 3 wide for 11th place. That's Beasley, Adam Roy, James Thompson, 3 wide again in turn 1. Adam Roy splits them. Roy now 11th. He's going to try and chase down the Rusev. 8 laps to go. You got to finish top 10. Trouble on the 40 car. The 10 car, Shaver, not mistake. Here comes Judd trying to put a lap on second. We got 6 laps to go. Sexton's going to be out of this one. Dean Rasco's your 6th place car. Tuggle 7th. Edwards 8th. Marusak 9th. And James Thompson is your 10th place car. Adam Roy 11th. Adam Roy in danger of missing the lead. We have been caution free since the very first attempted start. Young looking strong in this teammate. 3 laps to go.
Well, I talked about it last night, Bill, whenever Dustin Yount won that heat race. And you saw he had his hand out the window. You typically don't see a driver root over a heat race win, but a heat race win of the Cajun Classic with all he's been through in the last week. Unfortunately, had to bury his father, and he didn't even say it that way, but it's been tough on Dustin, and my thoughts and prayers have been with he and his family. Dustin's a good kid. We've watched him grow since he was a beginner in this sport to the point now where he's leading here at the Cajun Classic again in a C-main event. Having a great run here, Bill Kitchen. I missed
half a lap to go for the 007 cars in the middle of the backstretch.
Proud of Dustin. He has a half a corner to go.
Oh. Round goes Hollingsworth, and it ain't gonna matter. Checkers out.
Dustin Yount's gonna win this C-main event. How about that for Dad?
All right.
The top 10 to the B. Here we go. The top 10 transfer on to the B-main event. on the start. Sean Graham going to dive it deep to the bottom of 1 and 2. Off the exit of 2, side by side for the race lead. Down the back straightaway, it's Rodney Howell, the Pineville, Louisiana racer, and we got trouble off the exit of 2. They're 4 wide, the 22 of Morgan in harm's way, but everything shakes out. Warren over the top of 3 and 4. No harm, no foul. We take a look up front. Free ride momentarily for the race lead. Justin McNeil rim right on the top shelf. The Denton, Texas racer just got the block thrown on him. How do you like me now? The 3S of Louisiana racer, Rodney Howell, throws the triple wide trailer move on him and says, get out of my house, and keeps him at bay. He'll lead the second circuit here at Vivian with 2 in the book, 16 to go. The Denton Texan, the 189, Justin McNeil, who always shows up here in the Ark-La-Tex, and he shows out. He's rolling. He's rolling good. He's going to roll into turn number 3 to the inside for the race lead. Here comes McNeil for the top spot. In third, it's the RaceOnTexas.com Triple X Rocket of Trouble. Sean Graham, he's got that WCH power plant built by Jamie Wells, singing a song now. Here comes Trouble. Trouble's coming to the front now. He sees these 2 side by side battling up front for the race lead, and he's catching them. It's about to be a 3-way horse for the lead. And here comes Scott. Scott Young, an 18Y. He wants to throw his hat into the ring. The center of the hourglass is still full, and there's plenty of laps to get the job done in this, and every single lap counts. And right now, you got the top 10 duking it out for transfer. I don't know. The battle is heating up as Sean Graham threw a slider on the 3S of Howell. How do you like me now? Rodney Howell's got some smoke in the 3S, but Sean Graham takes advantage, and he saw it. He smelt blood in the water, and he goes for it. Easy Trouble. Easy does it. The owner of Hitman Designs. He don't want to really live up to that moniker and actually be the Hitman tonight. He wants to be a little conservative, but he does want to be a little aggressive too. Every position counts, like I said, on the racetrack. Passing points, all that stuff's done. We go head up for where you start now, and every position so valuable, and especially in these events. And the Pineville, Louisiana racer, unfortunately, is off the pace, and his fun meter is about to be pegged. And he's headed to the Heartbreak Hotel. Speaking of Rodney Howell in 3S, he's done for the weekend. Unless he gets in through a draw. Pretty good points as well. And Graham threw it in deep into 1 and 2. He threw a fastball on the bottom of 1 and 2. Oh boy. Sean Graham putting the heat all over for the race lead. This time by. It's 8 in the books, 10 laps to go off of turn number 4. Sean Graham pressuring Justin McNeil, the Denton, Texas racer, all over him for the top spot. McNeil having none of it. He says, get out of my house. Sean Graham says, look, this is my house. This is my home state. And I just hosted my own race here at this racetrack last night, which means nothing. But I know this joint better than you do, and I'm about to show it to you. The Denton, Texas racer has better plans. A lot about this race is bragging rights too, folks. You wouldn't know it, but you'd have to understand it as a racer. These guys love to represent their state. I talked to Mark Simon last night. He said, look, I just want to take that Louisiana money back to Missouri. Of course. Everybody wants a $5,000 paycheck. I don't care if you live in Bossier City or Albuquerque, New Mexico. Through 3 and 4, it's winding down. 6 laps to go. This time by the flag stand, and the Kenny's towing Marksville Federal Credit Union flag stand. Kenny Crawford looking them over. It's heating up back here with Scotty Husselbeck. The 10th and final transfer spot is up for grabs between 2 great racers. This is interesting. The drivers last year who could have won, or the driver who did win the biggest race of his career at Boot Hill, the Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship, the final race in 2015 at the Boot Hill Speedway in Greenville, the over third over in the state of Louisiana, the former the 23 of Cody Tupper. This young man has now raced probably 30 to 35 times total in his career. He won here back on July the 3rd with Super Late Models here on a Thursday night special. The first time RaceOn Texas was ever here. He won his first ever start in the Limited Modified. The first time he ever sat behind the wheel of the Limited, a Western Flyer chassis that his father drives. His father's the reigning track champion. The driver to his outside. Of course, these are a pair of Outlaw chassis duking it out for the 10th and final spot. Then you throw in the 2010 Cajun Classic winner who just gave him a shot in the shorts off the exit of 2. Folks, this battle for transfer is hot and heavy, and it's heating up. Right now on the turn number 3, Mark Simon is smelling it. He's to the inside of Husselbeck. Husselbeck, I'd never seen him drop this 0-3 car part of the weekend, and he's off the pace. I never got to my point about Husselbeck, but it was interesting that those two were battling because Husselbeck led 30 of last year's Missouri not to go on the trailer tonight. The lights are out. We're back underway. This is as hot as it gets, folks. The lights are out. Here we go. How about Travis Bowden, the Karnak, Texas in 11? Right now, Cody Tupper by half of a car length has the 10th and final transfer spot. Mark Simon just drove it in deep into turn number 3 and 23. Oh, and around goes. It looked like McHenry. 3 laps to settle the score. Who's going to get the 10th and final spot? And a good jump by Timothy Holt in the 42. Ooh, he'll make contact with the 11 of Bowden. Folks, this is a regular dirt track Saturday night main event. This is a star-studded affair here as Craig Oaks has gone to second. He just passed the car that he won here in back on July the 3rd when he beat Justin Whitehead. And here comes Craig Oaks for the race lead. He's trying to get the kids home and trying to get back home to see Dr. Phil. Down the back straightaway, door-to-door for the top spot, the 83. The wagon. His groceries are getting hot, folks. Off of 4, the 189 holding on to the race lead. Oh my goodness, major trouble in the mid-pack. Haven't been to the racetrack in a while. You didn't see Craig Oaks around here for a little while. He relocated. He was living down near San Antonio, down in Cuero, Texas, and racing at Shady Oak Speedway, the South Texas Speedway, and he's back here in the Ark-La-Tex, and boy, does he show up and show out. He is a heck of a talent, and we're happy to have him back. And Graham fires well on the restart. He'll take the 2nd spot away from McNeil. McNeil will fade to 3rd, down the back straightaway for 4th. Oh, getting shoved off the back chute. Look out, D-Rock. Derek Daniel, the D28, has come to the front. He's inside of the top 5 with the white flag waving. Look at the battle for the 10th and final transfer spot. They're 3 wide forward off of 2 down the back straightaway for the final time. Craig Oaks is going to win it in the 3 for the final time. Brendan Baum is 17, Scott Young in 18. And Lafayette. Barry Hornbeck in the 14, Steve Haley in 31. Here we go, 10 laps, the top 7 go. Here we go. Trying to go 3 different lanes wide for the race lead, the Iceman, Michael Robertson. He was smooth as silk and cool, calm, and collected the way he performed here when he won for the first time since 2010 when he won the John Hollingsworth Ark-La-Tex Championship a few weeks ago after he derailed the freight train of Brandon Ball. Off of 2, down the back straightaway. Frost giving the K9 to Robertson all he's worth. John McLemore building the power underneath the hood for that PTS race engine, power to spare, and he'll go to the 2nd spot. It's the Iceman. And an express chassis built by Shane Hebert from Lafayette, Louisiana. Superman Jared Wallace and a chassis built by Heath Wilson, Steak Sauce himself. That's been a good car to him. Jared Wallace, a very good shoe himself. He's won down the Leesville the last several years. He's won at Sabine Motor Speedway. He's won here in Vivian. He's been close at the hill. Into 1. Robertson has his crosshairs down to the back deck lid of the 54X, and as you can see, they're rolling right around that moisture on the bottom. Robertson throwing the pole out, trying to reel him in. But the top shelf momentum paying dividends right now for Superman. Robertson will go to the middle of the 1 and 2. And smash on the loud pedal down the back straightaway. Last night, Michael Robertson was leading, led the first 5 laps of his heat race here in Vivian. And boy, the car looked like it just lost a lot of power right there. Maybe it's stumbling in the corners, could be anything. But talked to Michael today, and he said, you know what, props to John McLemore for everything he does for this racing program. Michael's just recently joined this alliance with Joe Mafuz. Mafuz formerly had an alliance with Cade Dillard as well as Shane Hebert. They won the Tootsie Smith Memorial here together. This is the car that won that race in 2014. Robertson, a proven winner, North Louisiana State champion. Began his racing career in Oakville, modifying back at the Webster Champion Park Speedway back in 2003. Raced go-karts with the likes of Brian Clausen, many other competitors who now reside in NASCAR. He's raced late models. He's always been able to compete with the best of them. But he hasn't raced much over the last 6 years. I'd say he's raced 10 times over the last 6 years. The car slowing up a little bit. Robertson about to have company in the form of the Jonesboro, Louisiana racer Ben Leedy and the Texarkana Ace in the 14-2. Frost. As I'm telling you, Superman marched away from him on this one. Robertson felt the pressure up top and came up top to protect. He's trying to get that car home. He just wants to get to the checkers and transfer and have a good starting spot in the A. Final time off of 4. He'll destroy the field and be named number 1 for the limited mod. Superman, Big Red, Jared Wallace puts the Bubba Green towing out the ball for City 4X, the Victor Lane, Iceman, Michael Robertson second, and the Big Dog K9.
Exactly. Brandon McLeod is your pole sitter in this one, 27R. Kyle Ingalls on the outside pole. Jared Graves is a scratch tonight. Bailey Turner's out there in the 24B car. James Suber in the 51, Mark Underwood, car number 99. Got trouble with the Mark Underwood car. I don't know if he's going to make it off the racetrack without bringing out a caution. We're going to go yellow, yellow, yellow. Here we go. We're going back green flag racing.
Child Brandon McLeod has looked good this weekend in that Dominator chassis, number 27. And Ronnie Long loaned to him, the Benton racer. Joel Cuvion, though, talked to him earlier this morning, Bill, and well, he won $5,000 at Boot Hill earlier this year in commanding fashion.
Right now, the way he's driving, he's headed for a fourth row starting spot tonight's A-main. But I'll tell you what, Brandon McLeod's doing a good job in that outside lane.
Shocked to see no Derek Grigsby here this weekend with $1,000 on the line. Must have had other plans, but you know, he just got that new car, and they got another one apparently for perhaps another racer. I can't say from Marshall, Texas to compete in, but kind of surprised he's not here this weekend. But we love the guys we do got.
Bet. We ain't complaining with 205 altogether.
No. I have a few fans text me and say, "Where's Grigsby?" And well, I guess you just come to expect him to be at the racetrack when there's 1,000 on the line for the limited modified division.
Don't know where he is.
I don't know. He's got a RaceON Texas account. He'll hear this conversation. I'm sure you're doing something. You raced enough. You've raced enough in your day. I'm sure we'll see you another dirt track Saturday night.
You need a breakdown, man.
Right now, Joel Cuvion is leading the way.
7 cars transferred, only 6 cars on the racetrack. So all these guys are going to the A-main. All 6 of them.
Yep. Joel Cuvion running one of those ASI power plants underneath the hood of his Express chassis, number 30. He's built a very good motor. Kate Dillard sweeping over to ASI power plants midway through 2016. The cream of the crop, Bill, 20 laps. The top 10 will set the inside road with tonight's 12th annual 5,000 win Cajun Cruiser Classic main event. In the 1. Arkansas leads with Mount Ada, Arkansas's Abernathy. Look at him, 4 wide, Bill, off the exit of 2. Mid-pack there with Dino and the 22 of Hennigan. Hartsoe.
The battle for transfer is.
Hamilton, the 15 of Bird. And right now, at the flag stand, that's a great battle, but right now, door-to-door for third between the 16 of RaceON, Jason Ingalls, and Lee Carver, as Abernathy still leads. 3 wide mid-pack down the back straightaway. Dakota Wyatt up top there, Bill.
Right now, Jimmy Bird 10th, Chris Hennigan 11th, but Hennigan's got company to his outside.
Look at this log jam right here behind McEacher. That's a log jam. You got the 1W of Walter Hamilton, last year's Race of Champions winner, 19 wins all in the 2015 season. As Ingalls and the 42 of Carver are going at it, and Carver's got something for the 47 here.
Cody Myers has worked his way into the top 10, that 175 car. Great battle for second. Here comes Jason Ingalls.
I was just wanting to make a point, Bill, that I told the fans that expect the racetrack to really come in after the limiteds got out there and kick that moisture up a little bit, and look at him. Ingalls is running way up top, and look at the 47 around the hub while the 4 was running the middle.
Exactly. Modified A-main goes out right before the factory stock A-main.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we got trouble on the backstretch, though. We're going yellow, yellow,
Tuggle.
yellow.
There's Tuggle pulling off the back straightaway there, Bill, and it looks like. And you're about to find out who the best 10 are. Here we go. 4 in the book, 16 to go. Here for the 12th annual Cajun Classic, B feature number 1 tonight. They're 3 wide on the start here, Bill, for second and for third momentarily. They're 1 by 2 now. Whew. Sometimes I have to catch my breath.
Beside Abernathy, we got a battle up front for the lead. This is a battle for the pole position for 5,000 to win.
Could he do it?
Eagles and Abernathy and Walter Hamilton getting a run on Tom Earl.
I'm telling you, Walter Hamilton is bad fast, man. He really is. He's scary fast. Last night, to me, he looked like he was the fastest car on the racetrack, faster than any other competitor. And that's not to say anything. And a slight job there for the race leader in the 1 and 2. He shows Abernathy some respect, though.
Over, though.
Yeah, he gave him enough room.
Meanwhile, the battle for transfer.
You'll have to throw a slider on him here, Bill, through 3 and 4. Abernathy is. Does he give him room? Yes, and across underneath. God, you got to love it, don't you?
Oh, this is it. This is what we come to see right here.
Yes, baby.
Chris Hennigan with another slide job. Look at Walter Hamilton.
I'm just a race fan now.
Turn 2.
I'm just a fan.
Side by side down the back straightaway.
I'm just a fan arm with a microphone at this point. This is great quality racing. It doesn't matter if you're a fan of sprint cars, late models. If you don't like this, you don't like automobile racing, folks. Automobile racing, okay? They're side by side. They're 2 by 2 by 2. I mean, the racing is incredible. They're 4 wide at the tail, for Pete's sake.
Jimmy Bird, Pork Chop Chamberlain side by side for the transfer spot.
Oh my goodness!
Chris Hennigan right behind the 2 of them.
And the battle up front is so good. It's hard to look back there because this is for the pole.
2 by 2 by 2. They were momentarily. Anyway, they're going to do it again right now. Through turns 3 and 4.
You got to give it up to Chad Abernathy this weekend because he has been bad, Chad, and been bad fast all weekend long. And how about this? Look at Cody Myers. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. Myers is marching to the front, and right when you thought Lee Carver had something for the race lead, he starts to fade. Comers and govers, movers and shakers, you see it a lot. McEachern's faded a little bit. Pork Chop's coming to the front, and you got trouble here on the entry to turn number 3. TJ Evans has come to a halt, and you may get your caution, and you do. The caution's out. The race looking to sit on the pole later on the night. Oh, my. How about that for irony? So Jason Ingalls, racing Jason, driving Hennigan's number 16, leading the way, and Walter Hamilton almost got turned by the 47 there on the restart. They made contact, and they're 2 wide. Here comes Myers the third, Bill. Look at this.
179 car.
And the 175 almost got turned. That was close. Sorry.
Myers up to third now.
Yeah, I said it. He got the third before they got the 1, and I thought that he was about to get turned. He has a left rear flat tire, though. If I'm not mistaken, Myers is about to be done, and I hate that for him. I could be wrong, but it looks like that something on that left rear. Look at it.
Just low pressure, I think.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know, Bill. I think something's wrong. I think the rear end's broke. I mean, I may be speculating too much. Let's just let this race go on and see what happens. The 47 door-to-door now with Hamilton is Ingalls has separated himself by 3 car lengths over the 4 of Mount Ada, Arkansas's Abernathy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, seasoning on that 1H, and you know,
Mike
Rusak, he knows his way around Ark-La-Tex. Here we go. This is for all the Tostitos. Oh! Contact there between Hartsoe, the 42 of Carbon. They're going to go 4 wide here, Bill. McEachern's going to live or die by the bottom tonight.
3 wide down the back straightaway.
Bubba, they're 3 wide for transfer right now, Bill. Bubba McEachern is a victim, maybe not even making the show after sweeping last night's race in action here. Hey. And off of 4, Daryl Edwards made some contact over the 1H of Jared Herring. McEachern just drove it in deep into 1 and 2. That is for transfer, right?
Yeah, McEachern's 10th right now, Joel. And
Daryl Edwards
outside.
Oh, man. This is
tight,
as tight as it gets, man. McEachern, after sweeping last night, they made contact down the front straightaway, him and Daryl Edwards.
McEachern wanted to get to that outside lane. He's done it, but now is that going to work for him?
McEachern did everything he needed to do last night. Won everything he needed to do. Won the race of champions from 5th. Drove one of the smartest and most flawless races of his career to get the job done. And he just faded to 11th, Bill. He may not make the Cajun Classic. Bubba McEachern's going to have to throw it over his shoulder and wrestle that zero crude off race car.
Thompson suddenly in the picture.
Yeah,
James
look
Thompson,
at JT.
The 85 car.
He's a former track champion. Donald Kane just got a shot in the shorts from Daryl Edwards. That's going to stack him up. And here it comes. Carver broke down the front straightaway. That'll put McEachern back in 10th. Oh, my goodness. And Daryl Edwards is taking no way, and they're 4 wide. Oh, hopefully Austin Wilkins doesn't have a headset anymore because they accidentally ripped it out over there. Hopefully he knows how good this race is for transfer.
Haggard and Edwards are going to duke it out for the final transfer spot. Edwards on the inside, McKeechan on the outside. Here's Marusak in the middle of it.
The battle for 10th and final transfer spot coming through third, 3, and 4. It's going to leave the 1D of Daryl Edwards. Going to throw a slider on McKeechan. Coming the checkers. Edwards is going to get it. Tony Marinelli. The lights are out as we go green. He smashed on the hammer early in this one. Here we go. Rance. Oh my. Justin Whitehead just got a shot from his former outlaw chassis competitor and good friend Bubba Jones on the start. I didn't see exactly what happened to Bubba from the start, and he's going to get an original restart anyway, and that's going to save Bubba Jones in the 21.
Cajun Classic
hey, that was
feature.
another wild start. They're still pulling McNeil down to the pits. They got on it early. That worked out better that time for the 21 of Bubba Jones. He'll dive into the bottom of the racetrack this time and look to get to the inside of the 11R Prince, but Prince has the top spot. Gets the whole shot. He's got it. 2, 3, and 4, the 21. Jones to the inside for the race lead, digging in that express chassis. Best engine power, number 21. Here comes Whitehead. About to start the tire tracks of his former good friend and outlaw chassis competitor on the front straight. We got hard problems in it. Oh my goodness, Sean Graham almost went upside down. Looked like he was about to go upside down momentarily. He never even came to a complete stop. Brock Garrett, happy 6th birthday. I'll tell you again, a happy birthday, Brock. 6th birthday to you, bud. Off before we're back underway here in Vivian. In your second B-main of the night, just to set your outside road for the nice 50 lap, 5,400 to start. 12th annual 5,000 lane Cajun Classic main event. And here comes Justin Aubrey. Whitehead shoots out of a cannon down the back straightaway. He might get 2 for the price of 1. He got under the 21 of his good friend Bubba Jones in the Argyle-Texan right in the middle. 3 wide off of 4 down the front boulevard. Into 1 and 2. The 7 of Sessions going to get the best of the Provençal racer Bubba Jones, and they go 3 wide for the race lead. How about Sessions for the top spot? As the 36J of Justin Whitehead just rattled Rance Prince's cage. Rance, you're supposed to make Justin dance. Off of 4. Whitehead trying to fit it, has to get on the binders. He had to get on the binders. And I tell you what, you better be careful. With Bubba Jones, that car's going to come to him. He's going to start feeling it. But Whitehead is digging like Daryl right now. No, he's digging like Justin does. Whitehead to the outside for the race lead through 3 and 4. They're 4 different lanes wide off of 4. Your new race leader is a 5-time Cajun Classic champion, and the caution is out. Here we go. We're back underway. Rance Prince did not fire. Rance Prince did not fire well. And the 7's going to leave that outside wide open, and he's about to get his doors blowing off the exit of turn number 2. I got Wallace up here to see it with me. We got 2 down the back straightaway, spinning hard down the back straightaway. Mark Simon just ran back onto the racetrack, and Sessions doing a good job to come up a line, and the green yellow is out. The green yellow's out, and the caution is going to come out. No, it's not. Wow. Yeah, it's out. Okay. Good grief. The caution's out. Toe to toe. Lights are back out. We're back underway. A good restart for the 18 of Hauser. He'll go to the outside and take that spot away from Bubba Jones. In a 1 and 2. Rance Prince got in there hot and heavy. Here comes Whitehead around the top shelf. He's going to get a big run down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Whitehead shoots into turn number 3 on the outside. Rance Prince trying to hold off the 18. They're 3 wide. Look out, Rance. He almost lost it, and he does. Look out. Everybody getting collected into the wall. How did they do that? Wow. Taylor Carver as debris going to come out on the racetrack, or a caution for debris. But how does that happen? Wow. I thought debris was down there at the bottom of 1 and 2 as they're side by side with the race lead. Justin Whitehead take over the top spot, but I thought debris was off the exit of 2. Whitehead takes over the top spot on the outside. And the caution is out. It is what it is, and we're back underway. And how about Bubba Jones? Jones fires on the restart. Where were you at earlier, Bubba? Bubba said, I'm ready to go now, baby. Oh, and Rance Prince fired very well on that restart. The Provençal Louisiana racer in 21. You got, right now, 5 different chassis brands occupying your top 5. That's interesting. You got the BMF chassis, the red bone bodies, number 7 up front. You got the Outlaw chassis, owner and builder and competitor, 36J of Justin Whitehead, who just shoots the second. His former Outlaw chassis and good friend, Our Outlaw driver, the 21, Bubba Jones, who won many races for Outlaw. Swapping over to Shane Amber's Express chassis. That is the only ever Express-built factory stock chassis in the region. Down the back straight over there, 3 wide momentarily for the race lead. I'm telling you right now, the Ark-La-Tex and Ricky Sessions is not going to give up easy. He is door for the race lead, but Whitehead takes it at the flag stand by half of a car length at 36J. Whitehead to the point, the 5-time Cajun Classic winner, wants to go back to Victor Lane, back-to-back in this event, 2 in a row. We got, looks like debris sliding down the front straightaway. Will it get out of harm's way? It may. I think Kenny saw it, so he knows that it's out of harm's way. It's up there where nobody's going to be able to touch it. No harm, no foul. Door for second momentarily. Bubba Jones trying to ride in second here. Maybe trying to hold on to his stuff a little bit. But if you want to show your car, just show them now because you're 10 in and 10 to go. Berkey doing his job, getting it off the racetrack. Watch this, folks. We're still going to go green. Play no games here, Vivian. We get the job done. We're back underway. Whitehead, the 5-time Cajun Classic winner, is trying to sit on the outside pole tonight of the 12th annual Cajun Cruiser Classic. He won this race for the first time at the age of 15 years old in 2005. 2, 3, and 4, he rolls the outside of the racetrack. A great restart that time. The Texan in the 7 of Sessions, he separated himself from Provençal's Bubba Jones. Jones still rides third. Mickey Steele from Pollock, Louisiana in fourth. They're door-to-door there. Here comes Simon. Oh, my. Here comes Buffalo, Missouri's Mark Simon in 23. Mark Simon trying to come to the front. That's what he does here in Vivian. Oh, and he got a shot in the shorts from the grocery getter. Taylor Carver from the Hootie Cackle Collision. Heathcraft Racing to power number 40. Look out, Mark. You're flirting with disaster. He just blows the doors off of steel down the back straightaway. Simple Simon. Mark Simon says, I'm coming to the front. Simon says off of 4. He'll take that spot from the 37 of Steel. And he's got his crosshairs down to the back of the 18 of Hauser. Keep it conservative, though, Mark. You're in the show right now. He needs every spot he can get. He's got a very fast race car here in the late going. Just scared he might slip over that top. That's a long ride home back to Buffalo, Missouri with no start money. Missed this race a year ago. Let's don't forget, just came off pretty serious surgery. Mark had to leave Boot Hill at the big Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship and had to go home and go to the hospital. But we'll talk about that some other time. But not a laughing matter at all. We're good. Our friend Mark Simon is back good and healthy as they're door-to-door for second off of turn number 4. Jones to the inside of Ricky Sessions. Ricky said, this is my second. And Bubba Jones going to try to slide up. He's got it. Bubba Jones just slid up. He can give the 7 a whole lot of room, but hey, they're racing hard right now. This is for every position for the A-main. And look at Whitehead walking the dog. That car is set up right now, and he is digging on the outside, on the outmost part of the track, and that's where Simon's made his gains, and that's where right now where he tracks the 18 of Jeff Hauser through 3 and 4. And off of 4, it's 2 to go for Justin Whitehead in 36J. He's got a straightaway advantage over Bubba Jones, who still rides second, over the 7 of Ricky Sessions. 4th is the 18 of Hauser, who's had an unbelievable weekend. Look out, Jeff. Don't get it kicked out too much. And then Mark nearly got together there in the 1 and 2. White flag, this time by at the flag stand for the 36J for the 5-time Cajun Classic winner, Justin Whitehead. Off of 4, Jones still second. Jason Beasley off the back chute. Mark Simon trying to hold on. He's been nipping at the heels of the 18 the entirety of this one. Checkers coming out. Your winner will be on the outside pole of the 12th annual Cajun Classic. Justin Whitehead's going to be your winner of the B-main number 2. Provençal, Louisiana's Bubba Jones grabs second in the Express chassis number 21. Sessions grabs 3rd and 7. 4th goes to the 18. And on the pole, it'll be the B6 of Hunter Atkins out of Farmerville, Louisiana. Outside, Patrick Franks in the 50 out of Texarkana. Inside of our number 2, it'll be the 82 of Chris Perkin. Justin Converse in 49. The 4 is Danny Rambo, Eddie Brewer of the BC, James Martin in 17, Logan Griffin in L17. One more time with the young man Hunter Atkins on the pole alongside Patrick Franks from Texarkana in 50. Here we go.
go back racing here with Patrick Franks leading the way. Eddie Brewer running second. Justin Converse in the third position. Side-by-side battle there, the 14 car. Chris Collier. Look out! We got one going around. That would be the no sense car. He ain't got no sense. Chris Collier going for that second spot now. So it's a battle between Eddie Brewer and Collier. Oh, the 16 car got in there way too hot. Look out, folks. And we're still green. Morgan Powell started way back in the field. She was up to fourth place trying to take third. Didn't work out, and she's going to come rallying back again. Coming around with 8 laps to go for Patrick Franks, the race leader. Now we got the 03F car of Ethan Fagan coming from the back row of this thing. He's up to 4th. Ethan Fagan on the move. And the Triple X of Brittany Crean running in 5th. Brittany Shreen running in the 5th spot. 10 car doing battle for the 5th spot is Lauren Cromer. A lot of these folks have come from way back in this field. Do battle here inside the top 6. Of a battle here for the 4th spot. Patrick Franks into turn 4 for the win. Chris Collier running second. Chris Collier will get second. Finishing in the 3rd spot is going to be, I believe, Brittany Shreen.
Well, the first A-main of the night is wrapped up, put in the history books, and it's Texarkana racer Patrick Franks in 50. Give him a big Ark-La-Tex Speedway round of applause. Patrick Franks in victory lane. Well, Patrick, this is the second time we've met here in Barksdale Federal Credit Union victory lane. You got this 4-cylinder stuff pretty well figured out. It's kind of new here for the Ark-La-Tex region, and it's good to have a head up on the competition, doesn't it?
Man, we're trying to get more people to come down here to support it down here, and it's doing really good in Texarkana, and I love this class. I mean, it's just so much fun to race in. It's cheap to get into. I mean, like this car here, we probably got right at $2,000 in total race rate.
And who can, if anyone's in the grandstands, talk about this a lot because there's a lot of folks. We had 18 of them this weekend, so like you said, it is definitely building. Who can they get in touch with if they need to get a roll cage or anything?
Lee Carver's about the best one to put a roll cage in. I mean, Daniel Jones, he built my old Lancer. He does really good roll cages. There's quite a few of them, but Lee does a really good roll cage. I like his cages a lot.
So what do you do when you leave here? You just go roll this thing, just roll it up on the trailer. You don't do much maintenance during the week. You just make sure all 4 tires are aired up. You ready to go?
That's about it. Check the oil and check the water, and that's about all you have to do. I mean, the front end parts get bent real easily, like tie rod ends. They're like $12.
Y'all got a big race October 29th over at 67 Speedway.
Yeah, we do. I'm hoping to have this one out there, and hopefully we can bring that one home too.
Best of luck to you. Just real quick, I'm going to give you an opportunity to thank anybody that helps you out in your racing program.
I want to thank Steve Ward, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, my wife, most off, and my little girl, and just everybody that's ever helped me. It's awesome.
Congratulations to you, Patrick.
Thank you.
Texarkana racer Patrick Franks gets the job done in car 50.
Wesley Bodie, Jason Ingles, Dylan Spear, Brandon Ball. Here we go.
Swapping over to an IRP this season, Bill, and the man who built that car just showed it away in the 1 and 2, didn't he? And he's got his uncle, and he's in an Ingle sandwich. Speaking of Rapid Roy, Aaron Roy.
About to be 4 IRPs here in the top 4 in a minute. Brandon Ball trying to get around the outside of Wesley Bodie.
Actually thought Bodie was in an IRP too. And boy, has he come a long way, Bill. Look at that. I mean, he's up here racing door to door with Brandon Ball right now. He used to be in the cautions out for Brandon McLeod over Uncle Ricky and Rapid Roy, Farmerville Freight Train in 4th. Wesley Bodie having a career run, and Dylan Spear back to 6th. Here we go. Back underway, living at the land of the 3 wide, and Michael Robertson, the Iceman, trying to rise to the top here. The Cream trying to come to the top. Robertson, who won here at our last limited modified event, is rolling the hub. He moves to the inside of the RP22 mag of the Marshall Texan. Dylan Spear, the 124, kind of held him up there, came up a line. I'll tell you what, you got a battle for the race lead. Is exactly as Uncle Ricky says. He's about to show nephew Jason a little bit of love here. Bodie breaking down the front straightaway off the pace. Hopefully he will not draw a caution, because right now this racing is fantastic and we are going to get one.
Yes, and then we have further up the racetrack, we have Cody Tupper in the 23.
Super champion. The 1997 Super Rookie of the Year. His nephew Jason leading the way, but here comes the Iceman. Freight Train from Farmerville, Brandon Ball, going door to door there with the 35 of Roy. They've had some good races in this 2016 season. Dylan Spear got in there a little hot. Tapped the K9 with the big dog Michael Robertson ever so slightly. Robertson thinks about going 3 wide. Thought better of it there in the 1 and 2.
Well, like getting the track rounder.
Exactly. Yeah. Like Ricky rolling the hub like that is just making me happy, and everybody else too. And around goes Underwood. Mark Underwood.
Caution with 12 holes. And Brandon Ball.
You know what I've noticed, Bill? The last few laps, we've had short green flag runs, but it seems like it takes the 81 of Ricky about 3 or 4 laps for the car really to start coming alive for me. Here comes Robertson. Boy, did he get a good run. Yeah, he got chopped off. Ball through a big block on him there. Ball.
Barry Hornbeck's starting to find his stride a little bit. He started way in the back of this.
Barry Hornbeck's led 30-so laps of the best, or the biggest limited modified race held at this speedway 2 years ago, and he just lost the handle in the, well, almost in the 3 and 4. Give the man an honor for saving it.
Brandon Ball trying to get a run on Ricky Eagles. That battle for second.
Look at
really good battle still for that fifth spot.
The freight. The freight train's coming. I'm just letting you know right now. And if Jason Ingalls stays on the bottom and doesn't know it, he's going to get railroaded by the freight train from Farmerville, Louisiana, Brandon Ball, because he is coming, Bill. I'm telling you right now, he is coming. Ingalls, though, 81 of Ingalls, knows he's there, and he's trying to keep him at bay by making that car wide off of exit. They seem to be able to make that bottom work, but let's don't forget that those are 3 IRP chassis running 1, 2, 3, and the battle for third was great, but Michael Robertson just made it not quite as interesting. But here goes Superman. How about Jared Wallace just threw it in there? He said, I'm going to follow you, Michael. Robertson much better off of turn 2 than he is off of turn number 4. That time, though. Oh, ball got in there awfully close to the 81 of Ricky Ingalls, through 3 and 4. 5 laps to go this time by at the flag stand with the lap traffic up ahead of your leaders. Getting ready to become a reality, but the good news is for Jason Ingalls, it's only 1 lap car. The bad news is it is slowing him down a little bit, and everybody else behind him is all closing in. Outside of your top 3, Robertson is closing in on Ball and Ingalls, and Roy and Spear right there in tow, but they're going to need a caution if they want to be able to have a shot to win this race here tonight. I'm not even sure if Ball has a chance now. But I've seen crazier. Jason Ingalls. Ricky trying to reel back in. Nephew Jason into 1. The yellow-green is out. Not sure if we'll get a caution. I'm not sure that the white flag coming out for RaceON Jason this time. I'll go ahead. Off of 4, your winner here at Ark-La-Tex tonight goes to RaceON Jason Ingalls. How about it, RaceON Jason? Give my hand, Ark-La-Tex Speedway race fans, your limited modified winner tonight, RaceON Jason Ingalls. Jason, another win here in Vivian, but tonight, man, this one had to feel pretty good. You know, Uncle Ricky was really fast. Michael Robertson's back there. He had a good bit of hungry hounds back there. You able to keep them at bay here tonight?
Oh yeah, you know they're all good. It's a challenge to beat every one of them. You know, thankful to do it, and you know this racetrack. You know, Gene always puts on the best racetrack.
I'm proud of you of this IRP racing program. I mean, we've talked about this a lot over the years, from when it first started, kind of how it's progressed. But right now, man, it's lethal. You've got a stable of drivers, and the list just keeps adding on and on. How much does that mean to you have this product coming out of Longview, Texas?
Oh, it means a lot. You know, it takes a lot of great drivers to help make everything successful. You know, we try to give them the best support we can, try to put out the best quality we can. You know, sometimes we're learning, sometimes we miss it, so, you know, but, you know, we're always striving to get better, and it takes, you know, good drivers to help us get there.
You know, I'm not trying to hold up anything, because I'm going to give you a breath, though, because you know you got to go for another 50 right now. Jason, you won the A qualifier tonight here. You never won a factory stock race. Maybe you have it in Kilgore or another place, but I tell you what's it going to take? 50 laps driving Hennigan's number 16 car. It looked really good in the B feature.
Well, anytime you're in the 16 car, which I've never been, I'm very thankful that he asked me to drive it. 16 cars always fast. I hope that has a little bit of luck on my side.
Me and you talked about this in the pits a little bit yesterday. If you don't mind sharing, you don't have to. How did that come about? You just get a call from Chris this week. I literally had 4 or 5 people ask, "How's Jason in Chris's car?" And I didn't really have the right answer. Can you tell a little bit on that?
How Chris had committed to driving Rollo's car, and he's just a racer just like us, and he's competitive. If I ain't driving my car, I want it out here. I guess he's in the same boat. He wants to see his car do good just as well as he wants to do good.
If any reason you don't make it back here, give you a chance to thank all your sponsors.
IRP Race Cars, Hayes, Texas, Holland and Rigging, RaceON Texas. I got a look at Mac Tools, Robbie Bradley, PTS Race Engines. They got to be the best race engines to put on the hood of these limiteds. East Texas Plating, DK Powder Coating, and if I miss anybody, I'm sorry. And thank all the fans for coming out.
Congratulations to you, Jason. $5,000 hanging in the balance, man. You start on the pole tonight, 50 laps. Go get it.
Thank you, Zach.
Racing Jason Ingalls. He'll be your pole sitter of the 5,000 win coming up, and he'll be your limited modified winner tonight and look to sweep the weekend. It's Jared Herring. Outside from Pollock, Louisiana, it'll be Mickey Steele. Inside of the next road, it'll be Donald Kane alongside Craig Oaks in 83. Don't forget, Oaks came from 22nd to 2nd one year. 50 laps, ladies and gentlemen, $5,000 on the line as we get ready to rock. The gun is cocked, and we're ready to go with Ingalls and Whitehead on the front row tonight. In a 1 for the first time, trying to go 3 wide for the race lead momentarily. Ingalls is not going to get the start he's looking for, and Whitehead powers of the race lead off the exit of turn number 2. Looking to turn number 3. Ingalls in tow in 16, and the caution is already out. The caution already out. The remaining lineup, because it's a call from Chris Hennigan. Hey, bud, you want to drive my car? Why not? He's on the pole for the Cajun Classic. That's pretty cool. As Ingalls on the loud pedal, and he did get a much better start, folks. That's what I was saying. Much better start for Ingalls. If Jason knows, he'll come up to protect, and he won't get there to protect Whitehead for screamer to the outside. Whitehead will screamer to the outside. They go door to door into turn number 3. Whitehead on the rim on the outside of Ark-La-Tex through 3 and 4. Look out, Chad Abernathy pushing hard. Almost got wild. Back into 1 and 2. Ingalls keeping Whitehead honest here in the early going. He'll try it to his inside and come up short down the back straightaway side by side for 3rd. Into 3. Bubba Jones rolling the bottom of the racetrack here, hoping that 21 car comes alive on the bottom of that ASI power underneath the hood. Down on the front straightaway. You got a log jam mid-pack. Here. You got Carver, Mark Simon, Craig Oaks, and Walker Hamilton are going at it right now. Mid-pack. They're door-to-door. Cody Myers right there as well. Back in the 6th spot. Got a slider thrown on by Sessions at 7. On the front straightaway, got all kind of trouble. Jeff Hauser. And look at Ingalls. Jason Ingalls trying to take a barrel move to the inside of the 36J of Whitehead. He tested the waters. He said he didn't like it too much down there. Bubba Jones still rolls the hub, and they're 4 wide through 3 and 4. They're 3 wide down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Jason Ingalls trying to mount a charge on Whitehead, but all eyes right now. Tough break for Mark Simon. Mark Simon off the pace at 23. Mark Simon is off the pace. Mark Simon is going to draw the caution. Not sure if Mark has a flat tire, but look out, Mark Simon. Oh, my. Wow. The start of this race, and shout out the Bossier City's Cody Myers in 175. He's in 5th. We restart with 45 to go, 5 in the books here at Ark-La-Tex for the 12th Annual Cajun Classic. Oh, we got trouble on the front straightaway in the B7 of Freddie Blanchard's in the front straightaway wall. Tony Marinelli involved in the 22T. You're not getting away from me just yet.
45
and he timed a good restart.
Way to go.
Good restart for Jason Ingalls. Great restart for Ingalls on the hub. And Whitehead bobbled and pushed, but watch this rocket move. He shoots off the exit of 2. And they're 4 wide off the exit of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Craig Oaks on the hub of that battle with 7 of Sessions, the 37 of Mickey Steele, and the 175 of Cody Myers. What a racetrack. Once again, that Gene Border has prepared here in Vivian, Louisiana. It's just another dirt track Saturday night. It's really amazing considering how little that this place sees cars on the racetrack throughout a year, a calendar year. Only 12 races at this speed plant this season, folks, and it is racy. You could expect it, and that's really, well, that's why it earns the nickname of why you're looking at it right now. It's living up to the moniker of the land of the 3 wide. They're all over this joint right now. Up front, though, Whitehead just happens to be setting a torrid pace, trying to blister the field like he's done here 5 times in this event, but I think Jason Ingalls has something up his tricky sleeve. Ingalls is bound and determined. And Bubba Jones steps upstairs. He was working good on the bottom the first 5 laps of this race and wasn't losing any ground. And it's kind of strange. He goes up top where it seemed to be the faster line. Is now Ingalls is picking up the slack on the 36J. This is, I'm telling you, this racetrack is shaping up to be something else here. They're door to door. So they're 1 by 1, by 2 by 2, by 3 wide back for the 6th, 7th, 8th spots. Craig Oaks, folks, has come all the way. You hear me? He's come all the way. And that's all I can say. He's just come all the way. And he's coming to the front. Craig Oaks in 83, he's done this before. I warned you before the race started, he's done this. He knows how to race a 50-lap race. And you know that has to play into the factor, Bill. They're 4 wide back here. Again, the 7 is Sessions, the 37 is still, yeah, the race is outstanding. This is what I enjoy the most.
3rd, 4th, 5th on back there. That's
oh, and still got into Abernathy.
Yeah, he turned it sideways a little bit.
Thought he about knocked him a little too cattywampus. A pair of Texans lead the way. Then you got a pair of Cajuns, or a pair of Louisiana natives. Provençals, Bubba Jones, and Bossier City's Cody Myers, who run 3rd and 4th respectively, off the 4. Then you find door-to-door Craig Oaks, formerly out of Jonesville. Talked about it earlier, relocated to Cuero, Texas. And look at this move by Mickey Steele down into the bottom. Andrew Hartsoe Jr. is off the pace, and we got the green-yellow out. No yellow, though. We're clean and green still for the moment. Into 1 and 2. Hartsoe getting out of harm's way, and he will. It appears he will. And Whitehead approaching the back straightaway. Hartsoe off the back chute.
Andrew Hartsoe did a great job this week. I know he made the A-main. Yeah. Out of 147 cars here, he made the top 20, so that's awesome. It was
a career weekend for the young man. Very proud for what he is able to accomplish. I know his family's very excited. Just making this main event is something else.
Craig Oaks inside the top 5 now, running in that 5th spot, trying to get in the top 4.
I'll tell you this, Craig Oaks has got a different car than he had here last night. He had to have worked on that thing all day long. Craig Oaks is bad fast, and let's not forget here, Bill, he's the only driver that's beaten Justin Whitehead minus Sean Graham this season head up. Of course, and Mark Simon slowed down the front straightaway, and the caution is back out.
No right rear tire, none. There it's there.
And just in 6 races at this racetrack, but that's over 10 years. Regardless, good restart by Ingalls. Once again, we fire. We're back underway. Does Jason Ingalls have anything for Mr. Factory Stock? He'll dive it to the bottom of 1 and 2. He may try to drift up to the tie side, but here comes Whitehead. Whitehead shoots out of a rifle into 3 and 36J. A little bit. A little bit of a rub there. I'm telling you, they're a little bit closer here on these shorter runs. And here comes Oaks. I think Craig Oaks is much better on shorter runs. If we get a caution and Craig Oaks has a shot on that 2nd row, I think he could be a factor. I really do. But we'll see. Down the front straightaway we go. Ingalls chops him off into 1 and 2. Ingalls is driving that car right now as hard as he can.
Well, it does pay $1,500 to finish 2nd. 500 more than 3rd place. I think Craig Oaks is digging on that bottom.
I would like to see a caution just to see what Craig Oaks may have for Justin. He may not need a caution though, Bill. Look at this.
Yeah, come on, Craig. Make a race of it.
Hey, he's come from 22nd to 2nd before. Do you think he wants to come from 16 and finish 2nd again? He doesn't like to be a bridesmaid. He wants to be a winner, and there's your caution. Maybe not. They've done that a bunch of times tonight. You could have sworn by it that it would have been one.
Battle for 2nd back.
Yeah, they were 3 wide momentarily. And
Taylor Carver into battling for the top 5 spot.
Abernathy
real slow on the backstretch.
And he will not slow, I don't believe. Abernathy off the back chute. This time by, it'll be 10 to go, race fans. And Craig Oakes is the second. He wants to hunt down the other station wagon has come alive too, and he's inside of the top 6 now as well. The two-time TMS World Dirt Track Championship winner of the King of the Hill this season, Taylor Carter from Locksburg, Arkansas, battling door-to-door with Pollock, Louisiana's Mickey Steele. And Whitehead has just separated himself on this green flag run again. These longer runs, experience in 50-lap races, I think, pays dividends as well. And that's one thing that Carver's done this year. Oakes ran the 50-lapper at Boot Hill. Whitehead as well. Willis Steele. Whitehead just inevitably has the best car on the racetrack right now. Oakes is going to try the outside this time. Nonetheless, what an outstanding weekend for Craig Oakes if he finishes second at this point. It's coming down to it. 6 to go this time by, race fans. The stand of the hourglass is ticking away for Craig Oakes or for any other competitor trying to make a charge, but Oakes is on the loud pedal hard into one, Bill.
Yeah, he's running out of laps, I think. Coming down to 6 to go.
He's going to catch him. I see it coming. He's going to catch him, Bill. Craig Oakes is about to catch the 5-time Cajun Classic winner and make a race of it.
He is making very good laps. I'll tell you what, he's driving it for all he's worth.
Top flight security of the world, Craig. It's time to put the pedal to the metal. And he is closing in on Whitehead ever so slightly. I mean, it's minute, but he's chopped the gap. He's chopped the gap. There's no doubt about it. 4 to go. And we got a caution. There's your caution that you wish for. Craig Oakes is in for $5,000 for 5 circuits. This is $1,000 a lap, folks. Justin Whitehead, the winningest driver in this event, is going to smash on the loud pedal, and we are underway with 5 remaining here at the 12th annual Cajun Cruiser Classic. Yeah, a station wagon has never won this race. How about that? And here comes Oakes from the bottom to the top, Bill, trying to show the pressure to the 36J. Hello, Whitehead. Whitehead says, "Hey, Craig, how you doing? I didn't know you come from all the way back there. Trying to pull a me." Remember, the only driver this year to beat Justin Whitehead is, boy, he about got into the wall there off of 4th. The only driver to beat him head up this season was the 83 of Craig Oakes when he won here the day of the Doug Murphy Memorial. And Whitehead finished second. Sean Graham won night 3 of the USMTS Winter Nationals when the bounty was put on the head of Whitehead, and Craig Oakes is there. He's ready. He's ready to try to steal 5,000. Here comes Ingalls. Ingalls said, "I'm not done yet with you, Craig," and that big bobble right there opened up the door for the 36J to scoot away by about 2 or 3 car lengths. It's just working so good up top. And the racing is so good all over this track from 3rd on back.
This is the best Cajun Classic track we've had yet, I think, in the history of the racing. The feature. When you think about it, from the very first heat all the way through these 50 laps, this has been on.
Caution. Maybe not. Well, the final trip into 1 and 2. What a performance for Craig Oakes, ladies and gentlemen, from 16th to 2nd. The final time down the back straightaway, unprecedented for what he's been able to do. This will be his 21st win of 2016 and his 6th Cajun Classic title. Justin Whitehead from Hooks, Texas, wins it again here in Vivian.
You heard Zach say Craig Oakes probably got a hard charger on this deal, coming from 16th to 2nd in the 83 car.
Race fans, if you're a fan, you don't have to be a fan.
Rita, I wait just a minute, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to necessarily be a fan to show respect. The 6th-time Cajun Classic champion, Justin Whitehead from Hooks, Texas, on the roof in the smoke. 36J is up in smoke for $5,000 tonight. How about it, Justin? Seems like, wow, the 6th time in your career that you've won this race, again, back-to-back. The first time you won this race, man, 15 years old, you won it in 05 and 06 back-to-back. It's the first time you've won it since then back-to-back. But every time you've won this race, they've come back-to-back. How about this race car tonight? A few cautions there at the end. Were you ever worried about Ingalls? Were you worried about Craig Oaks there in the late going?
Honestly, I had to worry about myself. Them ruts were wearing my ass out, and I couldn't help. I got some fans over there, and it was real bad down here, but I knew where I was running was pretty fast, and I tried real hard to stay in that line and stay consistent, even though they showed me a nose a few times, but I kept feeling like I was pulling away, so I wanted to stay with that.
How hard is that to keep the car up on that outmost part of the track? I mean, it's treacherous up there. I mean, I think it shows the talent of your driving ability to be able to keep the car up there and not slip over the top. I mean, to run 50 laps up there with, like I say, with reckless abandon, I mean, how tough is that on you as a driver? You look pretty worn out.
Man, it was a long race. I told them earlier that it was going to be a long race.
Just walk back for me.
And I can't say enough about my car. It held through 70 laps of running through that rough stuff. And I was just rubbing the steering wheel. I'm a cheater. I can't thank all my sponsors enough, of course. Henry Motorsports, Thompson Motorsports, DRS Racing Shots, Spencer and Son Timber, and Borderline Septic Systems.
Justin, last night we talked after the race, and I mean, you were 10th, and you probably felt like you didn't have the best night. But for you to come up here victorious and be standing here in BFCU.org Victory Lane, I know it was capable. I know that you could get the job done. But after last night, did you really think that you'd be standing here today?
Honestly, no. We didn't know what the track was going to be like, and it come into my favor. But like I said, it was awesome. Can't thank all my help enough. They busted butt all night long.
Pretty good weekend. You won $800 last night. You were the hard charger in the Race of Champions, and you win your 6th Cajun Classic title. It might take another driver 10 more years to just match your win total in this event. I mean, how much does it mean to you to really put your stamp? These guys, all 147 competitors that came in this weekend, they knew they were going to have to beat the 36J car. Regardless of how your night went last night, you were still 10th. They know they have to beat Justin. What does it mean to you to know that you have maintained the level of just dominance that you've been able to maintain since 2012? What does that mean to you, man?
Man, we just try hard week in, week out. We race here all year long and kind of got me prepared for these track conditions. I've seen it a couple times this year, and it let me know what I needed to do and how to get around it.
Your 21st win of the 2016 season. Congratulations to you, Justin. Well-earned victory. Ingalls threw everything he had at it. Craig Oaks threw everything he had from 16th to 2nd. Congratulations on another outstanding performance, man. $5,000 going back to Hooks, Texas once again.
Thank you, sir.
Give it up for him, folks. The 6th-time Cajun Classic champion. Like I said, I don't know what you have to say about him or whatever. You may respect him because he can wheel a race car. There's no doubt about it.
I'm getting this, man. That ain't getting right.
We're going to have to name the race.
For choosing Gene Boulder's Ark-La-Tex Speedway as your official racing destination. This two good friends who formerly raced each other in this class, Beasley and Vic Jr. gonna go at it door to door for the race lead in your Pro Mod main event on lap 1. Doug Vic Jr. is driving the car that Ronnie Hildebrandt captured the 2016 track championship in at Boot Hill. And and Beasley just shot over the top of 3 and 4. That thing spun around with some torque like a top. I don't know if he's going to resurface or not. Surely the caution would come out. The cautions, well, no, there it is. Trying to win a Pro Mod main event tonight. Beasley going to rebound from the tail. Here we go. Trent Humphrey up to the second spot. He's won here earlier this year. Mark Barnes getting in there a little hot and heavy. Got into Cameron Payton a little bit, ever so slightly. That 29. Oh! And the 33 definitely got into Cameron Payton. Look out, Cameron. You got him coming left and right. Look at Larry Bell. What a move. Larry Bell. Larry Bell threading the needle. He said, you can stay back there, Jason Beasley. Larry Bell, driving like he's got a checkered trunk and it's 1999 all over again. Beasley finally gets around him, and Larry got in there hot and heavy. That was nice. That's nice driving by Larry Bell. Nice driving by the 16 of Beasley to avoid each other there. Larry's starting to learn how to pitch that car into the corner. Right when I said it, he's a low budget racer, man. He loves this sport. You know, he's won some races over the years, been competitive, won track championships. You know, he has more fun with it these days. Had a little bit of a health scare a year or so ago, and he's just trying to get the good out of the sport and have some fun while he can. As Doug Vick Jr. leads with the caution is out.
non-enduro season. It might be kind of fitting that Doug Vick Jr. is going to maybe pull this one out. This is Dixie. He's going to take the white flag anyway.
Checkered flag going to Doug Vick Jr. He'll win the Pro Mod after having bad luck tonight in the factory stock. He would have liked to have been racing in that 50-lap, 5,000 win main event but you got to give it up to him. One of the all-time winningest racers here in Vivian. One of the best to ever do it. Doug Vick Jr. back in BS Victory Lane. Doug, come over here and talk to me, bud. Or Booby. Man, feels like it ain't been too long since we've talked down here. We've spent a few moments in Boudreaux Speedway Victory Lane this year, but I'll tell you, how's it feel to come out here nonetheless and end this night in the 2016 season here at your home racetrack with a victory here in this Pro Mod after unfortunately catching some bad luck and not making the Classic A main? I know you really wanted to because you had a good car.
It feels pretty good after the luck we had in the other one. I got to thank Ronnie Hildebrandt for letting me drive his car and Jeff Bates for the motor and his thing. It's just a factory stock motor, but it doesn't.
Hey, Bates built a heck of a power plant.
That one there will run.
Absolutely, and I tell you, I don't really know exactly what happened, man, but I got to commend you on keeping your composure on whatever happened out here on the racetrack. Because, like I said, you had a good car. You've had a good factory stock all year long. How disappointed were you that you didn't make the A main tonight?
It didn't feel good at all. That was probably the best it's been here all year, and it didn't really matter how upset I was about it. Nothing I did was going to make a difference.
Sure. It does heal the wound a little bit. It heals the sting just a little bit. You can come out here in Ronnie's car and pick up this win.
It makes me feel real good. Tonight wouldn't have been any fun at all if it hadn't been for having something else to drive.
Makes it a little bit better, the sting, and it ain't too far of a drive home either.
Yeah, no, right here in town.
Yeah, what, you live like 2 minutes from here?
About 2 miles.
Okay. Hey, Doug, I want to give you a chance to thank everybody. Of course, Ronnie, hey, he won the track championship in this car over at Boot Hill, so it's been a great year for this H4 car.
Yeah, I got to thank my dad, my brother, Alan, Randy, Chad, Cameron, everybody that helps me on it, Hank, Stormy, and Ronnie especially for letting me drive it.
Coming into tonight, I told all the fans you had been the most consistent racer as far as the Cajun Classic. You've made it more than any other competitor. Unfortunately, tonight, you missed it for the second time in your career. You missed it in 2014. You happened to miss it tonight. I know you'll be back next year with a vengeance, Doug. Off-season's going to be serious, isn't it?
We're building something new for next year.
What'd I tell you? He's ready. He's already ready for redemption, folks. It's been since 2011 since the Cajuns won the Classic. Vic Jr. will be back to try to get it again when he won it in 2011. Always good talking with you, Doug. Way to cap off the year, man.
Thank you.
Doug Vick Jr., ladies and gentlemen, in Victory Lane.